Friends, foes, countrymen, good afternoon, and may God's peace be with us all. Before I begin with my policy proposition, I want every one of you to think, which of the following has greater weight, liberty or the soul of our nation? For me, the soul of our nation has greater weight. What are we going to do with our liberty if our nation will be sacked by immorality and deaths of our breadwinners, families, and children? As Jesus said in the gospel, what does it profit a man to gain the whole world if he loses his very own soul? Let me paraphrase it. What does it profit a nation to gain all the liberties and wealth combined in the whole world if she loses her own soul? For me, I stand not for liberty as the ultimate, but our nation's obedience to the God of all nations, our one true King, Jesus Christ. This is the fundamental reason why this House believes that the state must have a total ban on online gambling in the Philippines. This measure upholds our shared values of family, morality, and national strength. It is rooted in our Christian faith and conservative principles. As you can see, online gambling is destroying our homes. It masquerades itself as harmless entertainment, but its consequences are far from what they advertise. As conservatives, we cherish individual responsibility, strong families, and a society built on strong Christian ethical foundations. As Christians, we are called to protect the vulnerable, honor God's design for stewardship, and reject temptations that lead to destruction. Online gambling undermines these ideals at every turn. First, let me be clear. Online gambling is evil. It is a false way of gaining wealth, and it is also ugly. It is neither true nor good nor beautiful. By its very nature, gambling should have no room in an ideal society. It must not be promoted nor permitted. And even, it must not be a source of income by the state. Taxing gambling is like taxing abortion. It fuels greed, deceiving Filipinos, especially our youth, into a cycle of addiction, chasing feeling gains at the cost of our dignity and future. These platforms, accessible with a tap on a smartphone, exploit human weakness, turning God-given resources into tools of ruin. As stewards of God's gifts, we cannot allow this industry to profit from the suffering of our people. The Bible warns us in 1 Timothy 6 verse 10, the love of money is the root of all kinds of evil. Second, online gambling erodes the family unit, the foundational unit of our conservative cause. Families across the Philippines are torn apart when breadwinners squander their earnings, leaving their spouses and children in poverty and despair. Studies show that gambling addiction correlates with increased debt, domestic conflict, and even abuse. How can we build a godly nation when parents prioritize slot machines over their children's needs? A total ban would protect these families and ensure that they remain strong and united under God's guidance. Third, from a conservative perspective, we believe in a government that promotes the common good and safeguards public order. Online gambling, often linked to illegal operations and foreign entities, undermines our sovereignty and invites crime into our communities. Reports indicate that unregulated platforms facilitate money laundering and fraud. It weakens our economy and even our national security. Hashtag POGO. By banning online gambling, we assert our nation's right to uphold our laws that reflect our values, not China's values, not America's values, but our values. And it protects our people from exploitation. The Philippines remains a predominantly Christian nation. And as Christians, we are called to be a light in the world. How can we be a light in the world if we allow online gambling? If we are not conforming to the law of Christ, if we are promoting vices. Proverbs 13:11 reminds us, wealth gained hastily will dwindle, but whoever gathers little by little will increase it. By banning online gambling, we are following the principle of gaining wealth little by little. Not by chance, not by rarity or by possibility, but by hard work and smart work. A total ban on online gambling is not just a policy, it is a moral stand, a declaration that here in the Philippines, in God we trust. Here in the Philippines, money is not the ultimate. It will not suffice our soul. We will not sell our soul for profit. This is our call. We need to protect the vulnerable. We need to strengthen families. We need to honor God's will. And I urge you, members of the parliament, ban online gambling swiftly and decisively. Let us ban it entirely. Let us restore this nation to a path of righteousness and prosperity. And together, we can build the Philippines and make the Philippines great and greater than it was. Let us make the Philippines great again by banning gambling. Let us not be fooled by libertarians, liberals, atheists, humanists that we can just earn from bad money. No, let us make our country great again by banning gambling. And that is the strength of conservative conviction that has a moral compass. May God guide us in this righteous cause Thank you and God bless the Philippines. I yield the floor to the gentleman.